What's up? What's
Hey
up?
family, what's going
So
on?
good to see y'all. Hey, we back in the building again,
Back
and
in the
we
building.
are still rocking on commitment.
Still.
Yeah, let's get it. In a life with less strife, that's just right. With pure love and more light, as long as you live it, mother, he got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get him, let him, live him, kiss him, miss him, bug him, hug him, love him. And please stop talking this, that, and the third. And just focus on God in his word, cause I'm lit, I'm free. The light I see, switch it up, I'm lit, I see. The light, I'm free, old school,
Hey everybody.
That's a 10. That's a 10 already, man.
Man,
Okay, man.
okay.
That went kind of fast right there. I thought I had time to drink a cup of milk or something like that, man.
Not a cup of milk.
But okay, man. Hey, we're
Anyway.
back. So good to see all of y'all. TMTU.
Hey everybody.
Hey, make sure you're liking this, subscribing to this, sharing this. Now on YouTube, hey, it's the Marriage Tune hyphen up. Again, I'm gonna say it again, the Marriage Tune hyphen up. And then, of course, if you got your Roku TV, you can check us all day long on the urbansoultv.com.
That's what it is?
Yeah, urbansoultv.com. Big
Okay.
ups to Brother Miller. Now, also, hey, don't forget now, if you don't have a Roku TV, you can still log on to any laptop, any device, whether it's Android or Apple, and just type in urbansoultv.com, and you're going to see us on there, man, with some wonderful segments. So, mad love for y'all. Hey, we in the building, and
Yeah.
Kay, you still want to rock on commitment, it looks like, right?
Yeah. I don't know. With commitment being our word of the year for 2023,
Right.
I don't know. We're still on commitment.
Yeah.
I can't move beyond commitment because I feel like commitment isn't everything. Commitment is
So true.
Commitment it's everywhere. It's everything. It seems like since that became our word of the year, it seems like everything I see the word all the time. How committed are you? Or commitment. I just see it like everywhere. It's always about how committed are you? Your commitments.
Yeah.
Everything is about commitment since that became my word of the year.
I look at it as since we prayed and asked God for the word, he said commitment, and now it's been turned up. Heat has been put on. Pressure has been put on. But I guess he's like, hey, so I'm gonna show you what commitment really looks like. So I see you, God.
So I started thinking, and I definitely agree with that. And I started thinking, like, how committed am I? It makes you really start thinking in, because before, like I said, we all have commitment. We all make commitments, but since that became our word of the year, it's been like I've really been questioning myself. I've been really just kind of asking myself what, the things that I say that I'm committed to, how committed am I really? How committed am I in my commitments?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I for some reason, it's like,
how committed are you in
my commitment? So I can't really move past. I can't, for some reason, I can't move beyond being committed. So we're still talking about being committed in our marriage. So when I started thinking about how committed am I in my commitment? So like, what is like my number one commitment? And my number one commitment has to be my number one commitment is to Christ.
Yeah, of course.
I have to be, that goes without saying.
Right.
But after that, I think the most important commitment after that would have to be my marriage. Even before my children, it would have to be my marriage.
Well, that's the hierarchy. So I get it. So it should be.
It should be my. It should be my. What is my commitment? So as in my questioning my commitment, and not really questioning it, but just kind of like really dissecting and thinking about how committed am I in my commitment or in my marriage. I started thinking, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
So I start thinking, how committed am I, even when it's bad?
There you go. Yeah.
How do you stay committed even when it's bad, or through the bad, through the good times, through the better and for worse? I was watching this TV show the other day. I can't remember what TV show it was, but I was watching this TV show,
Bonanza,
and it was like, maybe that was it, or TJ Hooker, and they were saying the person was saying like, for how committed are you again? So I'm seeing this word committed. How committed are you Are you still committed from the better or for worse? You made this commitment. We did our last year. We did the series on our vows or whatever. But it's how committed are you even in the worst of times? So it made me start thinking, like, marriage could be like seasons.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
It could be like seasons. So it made me think about how committed am I through the seasons? Because marriage has different seasons. We have a fall, we have a spring, we have a summer, and we definitely have a winter.
Yeah,
we definitely have had some long winters.
Autumn is fall, right?
Yeah, autumn is fall.
Okay.
So like right now we're in winter solstice. So right now, getting ready to go into spring next month. But right now I think it's the coldest part. What do you think the coldest part is?
I say about right now it's a little nip out there.
It's a little nip right now.
But I don't think we can say anything. We in Southern California talking about this little
where it never rains.
When this cat's in Alaska and Iowa and Nebraska talking about, man, shut your mouth, man. So yeah. But hey, just heads up, it is a little chilly chill out here.
Yeah. So I heard the preacher said, well, actually, we're getting ready to go to have a storm coming in next week. So again, it's supposed to be a real cold. So I was trying to equate that coldness into our marriage.
Yeah.
Or into marriage, not our marriage, but into marriage. How do you equate the seasons, like the winter, the summer, and the fall, into marriage? And so right now we're in winter, and there are some marriages out there that are in winter.
Yep.
And if you were to correlate that, that would be like like a cold, snowy, don't touch me. I can't stand you.
All day.
You're not the person I thought you were. We ain't cool no more. Type of winter. It's real cold.
Trouble.
Yeah. So,
paradise.
And that could be it. So I was listening. So here's this thing that I came across. I heard. I watch a lot of podcasts. Everybody knows that. I watch a lot of podcasts and just informational podcasts because I'm looking for content so that I could talk about to our listeners.
Right.
So I heard this preacher say the other day. He said, "Commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood when you said it has left."
Yeah.
That made me think about.
Are you rocking?
Man, it made me think, how committed am I?
Yeah.
Because at the time, if you think about back when we first got married, for us, when we first got married, I don't know. Well, let me ask you.
Yeah.
When we first got married, like, okay, for better, for worse, listen, okay, I'm committed. I'm committing to whatever. Right. At that time, I don't know what's to come. I don't know what the future is, but I'm committing to whatever it's going to be, right?
Yeah, that's.
And then so everybody be gung ho on the wedding day. Everybody's gung ho. I'm committed. I'm in this. I'm committed. And then that mood kind of dissipates a little bit. And then the big, then it's the everyday, the hustle bustle. Hustle and bustle is the in-law life sets in or whatever, and then all of a sudden that mood starts to dissipate.
Yeah.
So then sometimes, and I'll be honest, I'll say with me, sometimes along with that mood, I feel like my commitment changed too.
Yeah.
The level of my commitment is not the same as it was when I first said it.
Right.
That I was committed when I first said I'm committing to this.
Right.
My mood kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you think?
I don't even think I knew what, like you said, I think this is for every marriage. I don't even think I knew what I was committing to.
Right. I don't think anybody can, because you don't know the future.
Yeah.
We hope that, just like, I feel like for better or for worse, we committed to for better or for worse. We don't even know what the worst is. We didn't know what the better is.
Yeah, real talk.
We didn't know what, so you're committing to something that you don't even know what it's going to be.
You got to go on through it in order to see all of that
to figure out. So now for us, for worse is
around us.
We got a what?
We got a quarter.
A quarter?
Yeah, a quarter. Yeah.
Oh, you so
New
York
quarter
right now. We got a quarter. A quarter. Okay. So I want to ask you this. So first question I want to ask you: Are you still committed?
Who, me?
Yeah. I'm asking.
No, yeah.
Are you still committed? We are also asking our listeners too. Ask your spouse: Are you still committed?
Yeah, I am.
I don't like how you said that though.
No,
I am.
No, there's nothing to it. It's just I think as time goes on, I had to strengthen that portion of my life, of our life, of the marriage. So no, yeah, definitely still committed. But I agree with you that things will shift or change, or it can go up and down based on attitudes, emotions, actions. You know, but at the end of the day, are you still gonna hang in there or not? Is the main question for myself. And it's got to be, yeah, I'm a still chill.
You're still committed.
Yeah, I'm a still chill.
Okay,
yeah.
so even through any type of weather.
Well, it's been some crazy weather. It was just some crazy weather last week. You know what I'm saying? That type thing. So yeah, I think even in that, you gotta hold, because I think that's what God would want me to do. So I'm trying to listen to Him more and not listen to myself. You know, I was thinking about it today, man. I was like, yo, man, the flesh is crazy. It's, you know, if you really think about the flesh wants to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because when we get into it and we have an argument, well, the flesh is telling me, dude, man, go ahead and just disappear. You know what I'm saying? Head to Alaska and get on a fishing boat and disappear. You know what I'm saying? That's like
Alaska, though, baby.
And knowing that, dude, that's not going to do anything but hurt people. It's going to damage yourself emotionally, you know, mentally. And, you know, God is like, bro, don't do that, man. Hold, and I'm going to take care of it. And he does. He always does, man. So big ups to him.
So I want to say this. So here's all this was just our intro, everybody. So what we're talking, our topic for the day is being committed through the seasons of marriage. That's what our topic is today. Being committed through the seasons of marriage, because there are different seasons. There are seasons in marriage.
Yeah.
So what do you think the seasons are?
Well, you mentioned them, man. Autumn.
It's not autumn.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Man.
Okay.
Yeah, real talk right
So
there.
Dr. Gary Chapman wrote a book.
Yeah.
Called the Four Seasons of Marriage.
That was a good book.
Yeah, he did actually we did in 2019 we did our marriage retreat for our church.
We did.
And it was taken based on Gary Chapman's book.
Hey, that was a good book.
And if you don't know, Gary Chapman is the same person who's the author of the 5 Love Languages.
That's right.
So Gary Chapman, shout out to Gary Chapman. He kind of like doing, he like number. He got 4 love languages, 4 seasons of marriage, 5 love languages. So yeah, I guess he like a numbers.
Hey, if y'all don't have those books, man, get those.
Those are really good books.
Right.
Okay, so quick trivia question. I like to ask the listeners. Okay. Quick trivia question. Name a song, a love song that it has weather in it. That kind of leans on weather, or it has lyrics. Something about the weather in its lyrics.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. No. What? That dude, it's snow time.
That's no.
Oh, okay, no. It's snow time.
I want to go outside in the rain.
Okay, yeah. I saw you.
And him. We hear that song the other day?
We did.
Alley Cat, hush for the shoe wear.
The one from Levert.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, all seasons.
Yeah, the singing. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you my all.
Lord Jesus.
Love you all seasons.
Yeah, you can sing a little bit.
Yeah, that song. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay, anybody? That's it. That's all you got. So all seasons.
Dude,
this cat said it's a beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Don't it make you think of snow and winter and stuff like? Thank you.
But weather, babe. I said about weather in the lyrics.
Christmas is weather time. Snow time.
No, not for Southern California people.
Yeah.
Blue skies every Christmas.
True that.
Okay. All right. So real quick recap. So again, what is commitment? Commitment is a dedication to a particular cause or belief, and a willingness to get involved. Again, commitment is a dedication to a particular cause or belief and a willingness to get involved. So here's a question. Are you dedicated to your spouse? Aaron Cooper.
Hey, why you can't answer it, man?
I'm asking because it's me. I will answer it, but I'm asking you first.
Yeah, no.
So are you dedicated to your spouse? And if so, how?
Yeah, I am dedicated. And I think the how part is even when you rah-rahing.
This cat right here, he's gonna always come.
I'm still here.
That's dedication?
Yeah, that's dedication, man. That's commitment right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right there. Oh, so New York. That there.
Hey, still paying the bills, still doing security, still still trying to check on you and things like that. You know, it might not be as I think those are the levels that you're talking about. When you're in a heated storm or winter solstice, bro, you might not get the cup of coffee. You might just get, hey man, I put out your belt. I ain't put the clothes out for it, but here go your belt right here, man. You know, work it. You know, something like that. So
that's like, so you dedicated.
Committed.
Okay.
Well,
but its
same thing,
commitment is dedication to a particular cause or belief and a willingness to get involved.
Yeah. I'm always want to get involved in rock and roll in our marriage. I think that's the only way. Hey, here you go, Easy, right? Raw bass.
What is that?
Easy Rock.
It takes two.
It takes two, man. So
I thought you was gonna say, "Don't quote me, boy." I didn't mean to say easy. Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't say
too, right?
Okay. All right. So, am I dedicated to my spouse in the marriage? I feel like I'm definitely dedicated. I feel like I'm definitely dedicated to you. And I think that how I show my support. That's that word.
Yeah, as using that a lot lately.
As I show my support for you or my dedication to you is that I feel like I'm faithful.
Yeah.
I feel like even through the rah-rah, I feel like I'm faithful. And I feel that I try to, even though I may be huffing and puffing or whatever, I still do try to support you. I still do try to, okay, all right, I'm here.
Right.
I do try. So can I improve in that area? Absolutely.
Yeah,
but I do
that's
try.
the level of commitment.
Yeah.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Or is it here?
But I'm trying to, I need to improve it.
I'm
but
feeling on that.
I definitely feel like I feel like I'm definitely dedicated. But here's this next question. How dedicated are you after your mood changes?
There you go. I think that's where the rubber hits the road. You know, because
when you're in winter, when we're in winter.
But I try to tell, okay, hey, look, man, I don't really have time for the arguing anymore, man.
You had time for it before?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely was with it before. You know what I'm saying? Dude, our 20s, 30s, yeah, let's get it. But hey, man, I'm trying to enjoy life and just bask in what God has given us and be thankful and dude, let's spend some money. Let's help some people. Let's go some places. Let's make some memories. I ain't really got time for the rah-rah no more.
No.
But here's the thing. Even though you may not be on that level, you know, or disagree with me with that, I still put the ring on. I'm still committed. So it's like I gotta wait for you to get there or whatever. And I think that's commitment. But when the moods is there, man, hey, it can be tough. It can be tough, real tough.
I think so. Am I still dedicated? I feel like it not as much.
Right.
Not as much. When my mood switches, and here's my or when I say mood switch, I mean like you've done something that I don't agree with.
Right.
So we're not on the same page. So therefore, my dedication it switches just like the page. You on this page, I'm on that page. So therefore, the dedication level it kind of goes with the page that I'm on versus the page and most I would say most of the time we're on the same page, but there are times that we're on different pages.
Right.
Therefore, my mood is going to be on that page that I'm on.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. And thank you for being honest. I don't agree with it because
this guy right here. Thank you, but I don't agree.
Yeah. And we've said that before. Hey, sometimes you're gonna have to agree to disagree. That don't mean that you burn down the house or you start talking out your neck about how you leaving. We're glad to say even on that midnight train to Georgia. You don't have to do all that, man. I think it's about sometimes, hey, let's just agree to be quiet. You still go get me a salad, I'll still go get you a salad, and then, whenever we come back together. But I think communication is a part of the commitment. Hey, when we're going to have a commission about this?
Yeah. That's one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight too. Communication and compassion.
Or be honest and say, because, hey, last time you was not feeling me. And I was like, hey, you good? And he was like, yeah, you wasn't, and then it blew up. So it's like, I think it should be more, hey, you good? No, I'm not. But, hey, give me a minute. Or, hey, well, can you give me a minute to let's talk about it on Thursday, something like that. And we rock from there. God bless you, Jay. So yeah, that's what I think. The mood changes, they can be crazy. Be crazy.
Don't be acting like, don't be acting like the mood changes out there. Yeah.
Hey, they could be crazy, man. That's real talk.
Okay.
I just ride them. I'm like, hey, man, I'm just ride it out.
You ride it out?
I'm gonna ride it out, bro.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna just chill. You know?
Okay. So we're going to take a look at about how to remain committed through all seasons of
Okay.
marriage. So let me give you the 4 seasons again.
Let's get it.
There are winter, spring, summer, and fall. So let's break down the seasons.
Okay.
And correlate them to marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read this real quick. It says, first, let's start off with summer. Let's start off with the good stuff first. Let's start off with
Hey, that's how you should rock.
Let's go.
That's corporate as well. Yo.
Let's start with
Hey,
the
I'm
good
gonna give
stuff.
you some fluff, give you the damage, give you some fluff.
Let's start with the good stuff. Okay, so the first season of marriage is summer. In summer, the birds are singing, everything is in full bloom, and everything is beautiful. Things are sizzling. That's what it's like in a marriage when when it's first starting out. We fall madly in love with our partner, with our spouse, and for real? That's what I was.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's what it's like in a marriage when we're first starting out. We fall madly in love with our spouse, and everything is perfect, and they can do no wrong, and all we see is the good. That is summer. Unfortunately,
we didn't have no summer, bro.
Really?
We don't.
Cut the cameras right now. Cut the cameras right here.
Hold on. So you said, babe,
but we never had no summer.
Oh no, we definitely have had summers. It's just,
you talking about when we started off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's just
you're right. You're right. Yeah, we went
straight up.
I say that in here too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We went directly into winter.
Man,
we got married in winter and we stayed in winter.
Yeah,
for almost 9 years.
Now, I mean, since you read that description, I'm like, man, that wasn't the wedding day that I remember. I'm just saying. I'm like, man, I don't.
You remember that?
No.
Well, babe, we got married. And hold on. Uh-huh. You want to go in there?
Yeah.
Right.
And it was December.
And it was December.
Too, yeah.
And we got married on Saturday. You went back home on like that Wednesday.
Oh man, wow.
So we didn't have no.
That kind of explains it. Now
we didn't have summer. We didn't have nothing like that.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. We had
that kind of bites, man.
It did, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
now do you see? Now do you see?
Back on it.
Now do you see?
Man, please, man. I still don't mean I'm about to spend no $10,000.
But for you say that, but for you,
I had it.
But now do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mookie.
Okay, I'm just saying, but no, for real. Are you just saying that? Do you really see?
No. After you read the description.
Yeah. So unfortunately, a lot of people think the entire marriage is going to be summer. Then when the seasons change, they can make all sorts of false accusations on what that means. You see summer, you see summer in weddings a lot. Think about the last wedding you went to and how the couple gazed into each other's eyes, whispered sweet nothings into each other's ears, and couldn't stop touching each other. Things couldn't get any better. What? Yeah, I don't remember that for us.
Yeah, that's interesting right there. It is.
That is so interesting.
It seemed like where'd you get it from? Like a Hallmark card or something?
No, man, that's my research.
Hey, great research,
from Gary Chapman.
Yeah.
From the book from Gary Chapman. Okay, let's talk about fall.
Okay.
Just like our weather pattern, after summer comes fall. Unless you live in Hawaii or somewhere in the tropics, when it turns fall, things start to cool down. The leaves start falling off the trees. You have to start wearing thicker clothes because it's starting to get chilly. Likewise, in marriage, the honeymoon period is starting to fade away. First, for the first time, you're starting to see flaws in your spouse that you never noticed. Or you did notice in the beginning, but you overlooked them because you were madly in love.
Or said I could fix it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Or said I could fix it. Yeah. Maybe they're not meeting all your needs as well as they did in the beginning. Maybe they're starting to annoy you. Maybe you're starting to have some resentment creep in because you're not resolving conflicts well. You're still in love with them, but the volume knob on the feeling in love has been turned down. If couples don't take care of fall and address the cracks in the foundation that are starting to creep in, a lot of couples will drift away, from fall right into winter. Into winter.
Yeah.
In comes Kay and Aaron. Winter.
That's where we at. Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Winter.
Winter.
We got married on December 19th,
Winterfell.
1998.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
2 days before
yeah.
winter started, but yeah, we was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice. It
We
was
was,
nice,
we
yeah.
was in, we was in the, we was,
It was raining.
it rained. It,
I mean,
it,
I
it
mean,
rained
if
that
it's
day.
raining down here, it's snowing up in Big Bear and all that stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, it was raining. It rained. Yeah. So just like our weather outside, when it turns to winter, things become frigid.
Mm.
It starts snowing, the trees look dead, and the birds are all gone. It's dreary. Not surprisingly, many people get depressed in winter because of the lack of sunlight and activity. This is a very dismal time, and likewise in marriage. When a couple goes through winter, they don't feel in love anymore. They usually resent each other. They have a lot of conflict that is unresolved. Their needs are definitely not being met, and they're unhappy.
Mm.
If you're not careful, this is where you can start drawing false conclusions, such as, I must have married the wrong cat. Oh, no, you know, say that. It's the wrong person. I'm never going to be happy. I'm wasting my life. Things like that. Those are some of the tempting conclusions we can draw when we're in winter. If we don't know about the seasons of marriage, that's why it's important. It's so important because if you know you're in winter, you know that winter is a normal part of the seasons of marriage. It doesn't mean you want to stay there because it's very unpleasant. However, it gives you a different perspective. All couples go through winter at some point in their marriage.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So true.
So when you do, if you're wise, you'll do whatever it takes to dig deeper. This is where you need to start receiving help from an outside counselor or trusted friends.
Yeah.
Your marriage needs help. It's dying in winter. You need to learn how to meet each other's needs effectively, how to communicate better, how to spend more time, more quality time together. Okay?
Yeah.
If you do that, you can come out of winter and go into spring.
Real talk. Real talk. I love that.
Okay.
I think even in winter, you can help each other.
Yeah.
We're
going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that too. Last one, spring, very short.
Spring.
And just like our weather pattern, spring is when warmth starts to come back. The trees start to bloom again, flowers sprout, and wonderful fragrances are in the air. The grass is getting greener. Likewise in our marriage, when we go through spring, the warmth and the in love feelings start coming back. Our needs start to be met. Our needs start to be met more. We start resolving conflict and we start feeling more positive towards our spouse again because we're feeling better in the marriage. We start falling back in love.
Love it.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask all the listeners a question too. After I gave you just a quick breakdown of each one of the seasons, and as it correlates to marriage, what season are you currently in? And then ask your spouse that.
Okay.
So I'm asking you.
Man, why don't you answer it?
Okay, well then you ask me the question then, man.
I got it. Man, you just mentioned it. What season are you in now?
Okay.
Ask your spouse, bro. For real?
Okay.
Come on, Mookie.
I would say right now we are in spring.
Okay.
I would say, do you want to know why?
Yeah.
I think because we just came out of winter last week. We just came out of winter last week, and I feel like we are. I feel like we're friends again, and I feel like we are.
Okay.
I feel like we are. We never stopped being in love with each other. But now we're loving each other.
Right. I think more summer, but
you think we're in summer?
Yeah, I don't know which is better. It's still a nice climate. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
I'm talking about as of right this day, babe.
That's what I said, man.
Okay.
You said as of right now. That's my opinion.
Okay, so why do you feel like we're in summer?
Because it's still cool. It's nice. It's hot in the bed. You know. So you know those type things. Nobody's tripping. So, but I get it. I don't think there's too much between spring and summer. I think anybody would want to be in.
It still rains in spring though, babe.
Yeah.
It still
rains in summer.
Does it?
Yeah, man.
It don't rain in the summertime.
You never got rain in the summertime?
No.
Yeah, babe. It rains in the summertime too. You're like, man, it's summer, it's raining out. Let me get some real quick. Come back
Does it
in-
rain in the summer?
Yeah, man.
I've never seen. I don't ever remember
Babe.
seeing it rain in the summertime.
Stop it, man. So all your life, there's
I
never
don't
been a
think.
rain.
I don't
in the
remember. I can't
summertime.
recall it rain. I'm so
Yeah,
serious
it
right
rains in
now.
the summer too.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
not obviously, like you said, not as frequent. But yeah, it does rain in the summer too.
So I was doing the research again today for this, and I was just thinking, I really want to talk about the winter. I really
Okay.
want to talk about that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I
Because
thought we would be able to just think about what you think about summer, what you think about winter, what you think about spring, and what you think about summer.
however you want to roll, babe.
Yeah, but hey, let's pick one.
However you want. So let's
pick up on winter.
let's do winter. And the reason why I picked winter is because we spent a
large amount of time. in there.
I wasn't gonna say a large amount of time, baby. We've been married 25 years, almost 25 years. And
Hold
so
on, bro.
I really
8,
feel like we
16, 24. That's
a third.
Yeah, that's a third, bro. If you want to pin it
I
down
feel like
that
it's a
way.
large amount of time.
Can you hold your breath that long? That's a long time. bro.
Whatever. So I
Long
think
time.
that and we got married in the winter.
Right.
So that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
let's start off with the winter. So and also the reason why I picked winter is because it's hard to remain committed in the winter.
Mm.
It's hard to remain committed when that feeling has left you a long time. You know, that feeling of commitment has left you a long time ago.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So especially when you're going through a hard time. So that's why I said, let's really talk about winter. So have you experienced a winter season in your marriage?
Yeah, make sure you talk to your spouse about that. You'd be surprised what they say. Man. But no, I think we can both agree that
We have definitely experienced winter
has
in our marriage.
come in our marriage. Now it just comes in little flashes. You know, you might
Mhm.
get a
Mhm.
quick snowstorm and flurries or whatever.
You know, that's good, babe. How you said that?
But,
Yeah.
but it doesn't last, and I'm glad that. But so that leads me to believe that I think that I don't think a marriage can operate correctly if it doesn't have all four.
Okay, why?
Because you need all four, just like the earth needs all 4.
Mhm.
Human beings, we need all 4.
Mhm.
You know, you don't have a certain one. Well, think about it, in winter, that's when a lot of cats are planting.
Mhm.
You know, well, if you don't have that, then you don't get to plant. If you don't plant, then come spring and summer, when it's harvest time, there's nothing to
Right.
pick and eat. So you
Nothing to
need
harvest.
all of them. Yeah, there's
Mhm.
no harvest,
Mhm.
man. So
Mhm.
so I think and I'm thankful because I think with me, God was like, hey, I have to take you through this so you'll learn some things so that you'll understand me more, your wife more, that you can make it together. Because I think if a marriage can make it through a winter, man, come on, spring, summer, and fall are nothing
Yeah.
to make it through. Is I think we make problems for ourselves. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So winter, as much as people hate it and hate to be in it,
Mhm.
it's still needed to
Yeah.
give you
I
that
see what you're saying. Yeah.
that gird you up and
Yeah.
give you that strength and that perseverance, you
Yeah.
know, and to build your faith and say, man, God saw me through that, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
I'm not tripping on winter now.
Mhm.
that
Now we through it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now, so when the flurries do come, I don't trip as much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of them looking back. I think that when we were going through our winter, when
Mhm.
we were going through our 8 3/4 winter,
right.
in the beginning of our marriage, I was saying I think that we were lacking in 2 areas.
Which two areas?
I feel like we were lacking in the area of communication,
Mhm.
and I feel like we were lacking in the area of being compassionate,
Yeah,
of compassion.
I can add another one. God, I think we were lacking in
Yeah,
letting
yeah,
Him run the show as well. You know?
Definitely.
But yeah, you take those 3 things out of them, and it becomes hell in Harlem.
I'm going to tell you about communication. Communication is about effectively articulating thoughts in such a way that your spouse understands them as you intended it.
Mm.
It's almost
Okay.
like comprehension, you know, like you
Yeah,
comprehend,
yeah.
you understand just how I intended for you to understand. That's true communication. Because just for me to talk to you if you're not really understanding,
Mhm.
especially how I'm giving it to you. If you're not receiving it the way that I'm trying to communicate to you,
Right.
then really you're not effectively communicating.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, absolutely.
So you have to,
and me cursing and rah-rahing, or you rah-rahing and me cursing, that ain't that ain't gonna help either.
right, right. So
It's gonna break
and I think we lacked in our going through our winter season. I
Yeah.
think we definitely lacked in our communication.
Man,
We did not effectively communicate.
if not for God,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
man.
So my question: how do you believe that a spouse can effectively communicate while they're in a winter season?
I think checking
the
things
listeners
like
too.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I wish, we say it all the time. We wish we had a show like this
Mhm.
when we were younger. So, oh
Mhm.
man, okay, but okay, I think
I'm sure they were around. We just didn't. Yeah.
where
No.
where
Oh yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
right.
I know the Cosby's was on.
Huxtables.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Fred
Mhm.
Albert. You gonna get the meal,
So
So
stupid.
yeah, I don't know of any. But I think now it's about, okay, if knowing is half the battle, now it's time to apply.
Mhm.
So if, like, on this show and other shows, and like you said, Brother Gary's books, if you're reading things like that,
Mhm.
now when the rubber hits the road, it's time to apply it.
Right.
So that means, okay, no, I don't continue to curse. I do things like, hey, is this a good time to talk?
Mhm.
I do things like, hey, okay, let's do the safety word, because you just kind of hit me with a gut shot. Those type things, or saying, hey, look, I'm gonna take a walk. I'll be back because I'm a little heated. You a little heated. You putting those things into play. But when you don't, and you just say, well, I don't give a damn, I'm gonna just let it fly where it fly. Yeah, it's gonna take more time to put the train back on the track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put the cuckoo back in the clock.
Dude, real talk. Real talk.
Okay,
man.
here's a question. If you can't communicate effectively, can you remain committed?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, because I think we're living proof of that. There's been times.
Okay.
Just last week, dude, the communication broke down.
Mhm.
Hey, fam, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But what are you going to do when it happens? So, are you going to go sleep with somebody? Are you going to go, go fight somebody? Or are you gonna go hurt somebody? No, it's time for you to say, dude, let me put some of these tools that I have in my backpack. Come on, Dora, take them out and let's use them.
Mhm.
The examples would be when we broke down. Okay, cool. Let's give each other a cool down minute.
Mhm.
Okay, we heated. We don't need to discuss it right then and there. We can wait. Hey, and then let's act cordial to one another.
That's a, now that I think of it, that's a really deep question.
Yeah.
If you can't communicate effectively, that means if you, as a couple, if you
Mhm.
cannot communicate, how can you stay committed?
Right. Hey, sometimes no words is the best words. Because you might say something that hurts me, I might say something that hurts you.
Okay.
Now all it's doing is escalating.
Yeah.
Where
I'm gonna have to come back
again,
on
the
that one.
communication is, hey man, look, let's give it a
Effectively,
break tonight.
that word on there, effectively communicate.
So think about it. If you're saying, hey, let's give it a break tonight. I'm not feeling you, you're not feeling me. Let's can we pick it up, tomorrow after work?
Mhm.
You write down how you feel I wronged you. I write down my points. We can come back and discuss it. And then remember, another thing we said is, conversation may not be resolved right then and there. You got to be okay with, okay, we need to have a second conversation about it, a
Mhm.
third conversation about it, a fourth conversation about it. But in those, you'll see that your commitment is still working.
Mhm.
It's still moving because you're still there.
Mhm.
Now, when all the you come home and all the furniture is gone and the bank accounts is wiped out and the phone is off, then hey, the commitment has completely broken down.
Okay.
Kids is gone. What you mean they in the daycare? They were picked up already.
Uh-uh.
About some dude named Jim.
Oh, not Jimmy.
Yeah, Jim done picked your kids up, man.
Let's talk about compassion because we're running out of time.
Compassion.
Compassion is a frame of mind. It
Mhm.
is more than just having a sense of another person. It's the ability to sense others, such as reading body language, sensing emotional changes, and realizing how one's own behaviors affect the other person. Being I feel like we lacked in those areas in our winter season.
Yeah. And
When we first got
no, I totally agree.
We didn't have compassion
I
for
totally
each
agree
other.
with you.
We
But
didn't have
now,
empathy. We didn't have nothing. We didn't have that for each other.
Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But now it's about training yourself to act that way,
You know what?
even though you don't want to act that way.
What do you think? So what do you think? Do you think that grace goes along with compassion?
Definitely.
I'm trying, and when I'm thinking back, I mean, just putting this lesson together, it really made me think about, the grace that we don't extend to our spouses.
Yeah.
The lack of compassion, and most times when you're in a winter season, you don't have compassion for your spouse.
Yeah, we get
You know what I mean?
we get complacent
Man.
instead of compassionate.
Man. So here's a question for you, for the listeners. Give an example of how you were compassionate to your spouse during the winter season, during a winter season.
Good.
The example I would be is I still got up and went to work every day.
Stop it, bro.
And shared in your labor, even though we were in a winter season.
Interesting.
No,
that's not a good example. Not gonna cut it. But
compassion.
I get it though. I don't think that's compassion. I think that's because even in that, you're benefiting from that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm benefiting from
stop it.
For my labor.
Yeah, exactly. You going whether we get married or not, you was gonna go to work, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's I think that's more so the commitment portion because whether you mad or not, you still going to work so you can get your check at the end of the 2 weeks. So
right.
I think I don't think that's compassion. I think but it is tied hand in hand. I think one of the nice things is so even though you didn't tell me, until 3 days later, you went and got me a salad and put it in the refrigerator. That's showing some compassion. I think that's giving an olive branch. But now it would have been nice to know that it was in there the day of, so it was fresh. But I'm not mad at 3 days later. You know,
it's still in there
it's still in. I'm like, bro, I ain't eating it after it's been in there 3 days.
And that's a Chick-fil-A salad too, man. Those suckers.
Shout out to Chick. Yeah, real talk.
I said in here that I don't believe when we first got married. I'm just being honest. I don't believe that I was truly committed.
Yeah.
Because again, now that I look back on it now,
it's not that you weren't committed, because if that's the case, you wouldn't be here right now. I think the level of commitment was very low. How's that?
It was very, very, very low.
Very low. But on my part as well.
But you know what? As looking back though, Aaron, I do believe there's a difference between being just staying there and being committed. I believe that. Yeah. In that, especially through our winter season, in the 8 3/4 years, I was just there. I wasn't committed. You weren't committed. We were just there. But praise God that we made it on. We made it through.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that. I don't see, because again, commitment is dedication. It's dedicated to a cause.
I don't feel like we can agree to disagree, because no, if that's the case, Kay, it would already been an earthquake. We'd have fell all the way into the center of the earth. I think it's the level of commitment. But see, here's the thing. It's
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, dude. Okay, you may rah, you may do this, that, and the third, or whatever. But you at some point in time, I knew you were still going to be there. You still were going to, cook. And I love that God puts safety lots, and we've discussed that before. Whether it's the kids or the house, I think that's why he says, yo, get these things together, because it'll make it that much harder for you to separate, but the same with me, dude. Okay, I'm out rah doing crazy stuff, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I ain't leaving my kids and my wife. I'm coming back home.
I'm having a flashback right now.
Yeah, hey, come on, man. Like you said, be here now. Be here now. Yeah. But so I think the the level of commitment was extremely low. Extremely low to the point where, hey, it was danger levels.
Yeah.
You know, it was danger
It was
levels.
blinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Blinking.
It was no, it wasn't even blinking no more. You know, when you back up, so they'll say red. I mean, gold, amber, amber. And then it goes red, like, hey, bruh, we were still backing up while it was red.
Yeah.
And luckily, again, man, we don't have anybody to thank but God.
No.
In the tools that he put in place.
No, exactly.
Yeah, real talk.
So I came across these questions. I want to give these questions really, really quick.
Okay.
I just want to give them to our listeners. I'm not asking you. You're not asking me.
Okay.
But I do want to do this with you later on. I do want to ask you these questions later on.
Okay.
Because I feel like they're really good questions. Came across this list, and then, as a matter of fact, I sent this to my girls and asked them to ask these questions to their husbands. But I want the women, the listeners, to ask their spouses.
Okay.
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 The first one is, since we're talking about compassion, are you okay currently? Ask your spouse, are you okay currently?
Yeah.
I think that's really, no, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We got,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you okay currently?
And here's the thing.
Well, I'm gonna ask you, and then you, and then you.
No, but hey, so look, for sake of time, we might answer in a closed-ended way. Hey, these questions are
open. These are open-ended questions.
To be open-ended questions. Fellas, we can't just say, yeah.
You good?
Yeah, and why? You know, why are you good? You know,
right. Are you okay currently?
Yeah, I'm okay currently. You know, again, I think we're getting back on track from having a tough week. Hey, come on, we can be real with y'all, right? Having a tough week, and even in that, we both have to ask each other, dude, are we still committed? And obviously, we still here. Haha. So that tells you right there. And I won't say that it won't be another week like that.
Right.
But the way that we can stop it is saying, yo, okay, let's humble ourselves. Let's put some of the tools in place. Let's practice what we preach, you know, things like that. So yeah, I'm okay. What about you, bro?
I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm good currently. I feel like I'm in a good place. Currently. Yeah. Just kind of as putting this together, it makes you start thinking really about the commitment. It definitely just be a little bit like, you know what I mean? You have me thinking. So, but I think currently I think I'm okay. What is your biggest fear?
That you're gonna push me over the ledge, man.
Push you over the ledge.
Push me over the ledge. Don't push me. Cause I'm close. Come on, man. Help me, man. Pull me back.
That's your biggest fear, babe?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, you know, man, you know me. Being a pastor, it's more so you know, not pleasing God, because I fear him now. See, back then I didn't. And he had to show me, he had to put the pause on me. So I would say not pleasing God and losing my family. Those two. I don't fear no man.
I would say that my biggest fear right now would be dying right now without me feeling like I've reached my greatest potential.
Okay, gotcha.
That would be my biggest fear. What is your greatest need right now? What is your greatest need? That's a big one.
Greatest need,
right now.
Respect and sex. Those would be my two. Greatest need, respect and sex. That would be mine. Yeah.
I have to come back on that question. For me, I don't really know. No, I'm serious. I want to give it some real thought. I don't know what my greatest need is right now. I don't know that I have a
every
great
man
need.
wants those two.
I don't really think.
And here's the thing: it's not that I don't get them.
Yeah,
I want more of them. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's not like I don't have any. I just would like more respect and sex. Yeah. So you're gonna come back? You sure?
You feel like you need more sex and more respect?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, we just went through a whole week of that. Yeah.
What is your greatest challenge?
Challenge. Being the house band. Yeah. Keeping my family together and focused on God and us. Yeah. Everything else could fall where it may. I could give up. But those two, yeah, that's my greatest challenge.
I think my greatest challenge think now my greatest challenge is myself and just battling my flesh and battling
Yeah, real talk.
battling, like, I don't want to do that, but I
Yeah, that
gotta do
flesh
that.
is a
I don't want
beast,
to do
man.
that. Okay, but I feel like you're
Flesh
making me
is
do
a
it.
beast. Oof.
Yeah, I think me will be my great.
Yeah. Hey, make sure you're asking your spouses this, man.
What is your greatest challenge? These are some good questions,
yeah,
man.
you can do one a day. Let the person think about it,
Yeah.
marinate on it, but get
Yeah.
back to each other on it, because that's what's going to build the cohesiveness. That's going to get you to a summer and spring area.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to build the commitment and the compassion. Yeah, you're real talk.
Number 6, are you currently proud of the man or the woman you have become? Or are you disappointed?
You're not going to do the okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped over. Okay, what is your greatest regret? I'm sorry. Yeah, that was good. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I don't have one now. And we've talked about this. Hey, this can be some great conversation for you and your girl, because the way I look at it, and this is me, and I'm that optimistic cat. Hey, if I switch anything around, then I won't be where I'm at with Kay right now. And God is blessing us. Our kids are good. Our parents are thriving and striving. I don't want to rock the boat, and y'all, the butterfly effect. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not going to regret anything. And one of my favorite verses in the Bible is Psalm 119.
It was good.
It was good.
71?
71.
Yeah.
It was good that I was afflicted,
so that I might learn
your precepts. Real talk.
Okay.
So that's just me, though. I get it, and I ain't trying to act like I'm New Edition. All popcorn love, but I'm just saying, bro, I'm not gonna regret nothing, because that means that I know better than God, and I really don't.
I do have regrets, though.
Yeah, okay.
For me, I do have regrets. Some of them. One regret is that I did not go. I didn't continue on to school when I graduated with my bachelor's.
Okay.
That's a regret that I have.
Ain't nothing stop you.
I have. That's the regret that I have. I didn't do it back then.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Late than never.
And that's what I mean. That takes me back into my greatest challenge being me. That takes me back, being me, because I'm like, okay, you 52 and you going back to school.
So let me help
you.
Let me help you and push you. And you don't say, no, get off me. You don't control. You ain't, dude. Let me help you. That's what I'm there for.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, but I am going to go back to school. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, but I do this. So that's one of my biggest regrets is that. Yeah. Are you currently proud of the man or the woman you have become, or are you disappointed?
I'm happy with who I am, but I know there's a lot of work to do, because, like you said, we both have brought up through this segment the flesh and how, man, it. I just really think, man, dude, it'll try to get you. It is not for you. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Whether it's eating the cupcake or how the body like, bro, I don't want to go work out today.
Right.
I don't want to go. That's the flesh saying, dude, no, don't go work out so you can die. Bruh. No, but when it comes to the slice of pizza or the ribs, you know what I'm saying? The garlic mashed potatoes with sour cream on them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, come on. Let's eat it, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Because I want to kill
burger.
you. Yeah, big burger with the hickory smoked bacon on it. Let's eat it.
Yeah.
Because I want you to die.
Right.
It's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
But it don't want the Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Not the 91 in the Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't want that.
Am I currently proud of the woman I am right now? I absolutely.
Know your worth, man. That's all.
I'm absolutely proud of the woman that I have, that I'm becoming. I'm proud that I haven't become her yet, but she's becoming. She is becoming.
I'm glad we ain't where we used to be.
Man, I'm glad I'm not who I'm not. I'm glad I'm not who I used to be in here
pieces.
or in here.
Cold pieces.
Yeah, so I'm glad or here, because I know you. Okay.
Yeah. But and he's not done.
Okay. Still am I satisfied? I'm asking you.
Okay.
Am I satisfying you physically?
Yeah. But I want some more.
So then I'm not satisfying you, then, babe.
No, that's not true.
That-
That's
that-
not true. Here
Eh,
again, man. Kate,
If you want more, that means you're not satisfied,
that's
babe.
not true. That's not true. Can I go to Paul? Paul says, I've learned to be content in everything. When I got money, I'm good. When I don't have money, I'm good. When I'm not hungry, I'm good. When I am hungry, I'm good. So all I'm saying is, dude, yeah, who wouldn't want some more? But that just doesn't mean physically. That physically doesn't mean sexually. Physically can mean holding hands, walking.
It didn't say, am I satisfying you intimately? It didn't say intimately. It said physically,
but
babe.
here's the thing, though. With my love language being touch, physical, automatically that's where I'm going to go first.
Right.
And then from there, yeah, I'll go to other things. Yeah. And hence why I said, yeah, I could use more. Because, dude, you're right. You could be out there walking with me more. That's physically, right? So that's all I'm saying. It doesn't have to go to sex. Get your mind out the gutter.
So are you saying I'm fat?
Stop
Just
it,
kidding.
man.
Just kidding.
Stop it. Fat
Okay.
back. Fat back.
Okay, got 5 minutes. Am I satisfying you mentally?
I know that you're not answering none of these damn questions.
I am
man.
asking you the questions.
Bruh,
I am asking
you
the
did not
questions. Am I
answer.
satisfying you? Are you satisfying me physically? Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, you satisfy me physically.
Okay.
Over satisfy me.
You're funny.
You over satisfy me physically. Okay. Am I satisfying you mentally? Am I supporting you mentally? Ooh, look at that. Look at that word there.
Yeah.
There's that word in there.
Yeah.
There's that word in there.
Again, I'm always say yes because you are giving me something. What I'm saying is there could be more. There could be more. Yeah.
Okay. Are you satisfied? I feel like you're satisfying me. You definitely satisfy me mentally. And I feel like you support me mentally.
Yeah.
We're
using that word a lot more in our marriage because a lot of times we miss that the little things.
Right.
So we want to continue to bring those up with, and it's not a gunshot. It's continue to bring up, like, I want to show you how I'm supporting you, and I thank you for showing me how you're supporting me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 9, last one. I mean, next to last one. Am I supporting you emotionally?
Yeah. Again, it could be more because when those moods come in, or when winter flurries come in, dude, that's
winter flurries.
That's where we have got to hold and still support. You know, even if it's just a little matchstick, that's gonna light the fire to get the whole fire going. You know, so let's continue to do that.
I feel like you are. I feel like you are supporting me emotionally now.
Okay.
Since we had that conversation about support, since we talked about it in depth, I do feel like now that you are definitely supporting me emotionally.
Okay.
Last one. How can I be better for you?
I would say, again, the respect, the sex. Hey, let me lead. Let me lead. And what I mean by that, it's not that I'm not a leader or that you don't let me lead. There are areas where you said you're your biggest opponent. Well, I'm there to say, look, let's go here and let's rock. No, I don't think, no. And I'm like, bruh, you need to say, babe, you got us? Yeah, I got us. Let me lead. That's what I mean. Does that make sense? No, and then because we have an agreement that, cool, we're not gonna make a move unless we both agree. Now you are hindering me and we're not going anywhere. Does that make sense? That's all I'm saying. So,
all right, let me read this JM2C real quick. I got a few minutes. Okay. Hey,
okay.
How can I be better? How can you be better for me? Ask me the question.
For real, bro.
How
can I be better for you?
Because you don't want me to answer the question.
No, yeah, we already said this, but okay.
No, you answer. I didn't answer the question. See,
I know that, but you still could have just went on, just and got it done. You know.
How can you be better for me?
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you've been doing the last 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh? Okay.
You know what you've been doing, so just keep doing what you've been doing the last last 2 weeks.
I'll take some humble pie.
Yeah. Like that. Okay. JM2C.
Yeah, just my 2 cents, y'all.
Just my 2 cents, and we out of here.
Hey, don't make it right. Don't make it wrong.
It's just our 2 cents.
It's just my 2 cents.
Okay. So, hey, TMTU. My name is what's that? Brittany. And I'm 27 years old. I've been married to Jackson, who's 34, for almost 8 years. We have a 2-year-old son together. Jackson and I are currently experiencing difficulties in our marriage. We seem to argue about everything. The other day, we argued about me not saying "God bless you" after he sneezed. We argue. I'm sorry, about small things and big things. Our biggest issue is compatibility. I don't think we are compatible anymore. He has become a homebody. All he ever wants to do is play video games and watch sports. I want to go out. I'm an outdoorsy type person. I love nature. I love going on long walks on the beach and dressing up for a night out on the town. Seems like I married the wrong person. And if I could have a do-over, I wouldn't choose him. I feel stuck and want out. Please help. Sign. Can I get a window seat out of town?
Okay, go ahead, babe. What do you think?
It sounds like they're in winter.
Yeah, I would definitely say winter.
Sound like they're having a winter flurry.
Is that a flurry?
Is that I feel like they're having.
I think it's a little storm, bro.
They have a little winter storm.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They're having a little winter storm. They've been married 8 years, so I feel like it's like it may even be an autumn storm.
Yeah. Hey, here's my thought on it.
Go ahead.
The reason I say winter is because automatically I go back to the word. As a person thinks, so are they. I wouldn't pick him again. I think I married the wrong person. Come on, shift your paradigm, shift your thinking to something positive. No, we got to work this out. Well, what ways are we going to work this out now? So you got to think positive about your marriage because you did already make the covenant. You know, you've been in there 8 years. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, in 8 years plus, you are going to argue about everything from the toilet seat being up to who left the shoe on the floor to bigger things. You know, so okay. So if you already know that, then let's prepare for that. So it sounds like, and Kay has gone over this with you guys before. We ain't even gonna compromise. We can do a marriage negotiation. Okay, look, you like to kick it at home and play the game. Guess what? A lot of cats like to do that. Men need some type of release, you know? So okay, babe, so you're gonna play the game on Friday night. I'm gonna kick it with you. Guess what? Go in there with them. Have some popcorn, some Hershey bars, and some pizza with them, and you kicking it with them. Get you a pink remote control and try it with him and be messing him up. You know what I'm saying? But it'll show that dude you're interested in something that he's into. I promise you, this cat's making $1 million off those games now. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's him, but okay, now, babe, hey, so look, we did this on Friday. Saturday, hey, we going out. We're going out. Whether it's a movie, dinner, you know, hey, they got the spots now where you can get a steak and a whole nine, while you watching the movie and have a conversation about it and all that stuff. And if you go to somewhere like, I forgot the name of the theater. I don't know. It's not the Will Turn in California. But so you watching a movie, you eating your steak and things like that. And then the next scene, it comes out live. It's like they're actually playing it. And then it goes back to the movie. It's crazy, you know. So
they got a place like that?
Yeah.
In California?
Yeah. So we'll go. So hey, so let's compromise. Let's compromise.
You gonna have the Creed 3?
Nah, I don't know about that. You're funny. But
Michael B. Jordan come out on stage.
Hey, you have safety locks in place. You got the kids there, those type things. So look, it's time now to say, look, let's get some counseling, you know. Before you know it, before you know it, you'll be in spring, man. Real talk.
Okay.
All right, we good?
That is it. So we really just focus on winter. But so how to stay committed through all the seasons. But we really we're talking about winter, staying committed through the hard times, through the winter storms and through the flurries.
All right, we might come back on it. Hey, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Peace.
Woke up, still smiling, sun shining, feel fine, and yo, it's one person I got to thank. And no, it ain't your mama or your Uncle Hank. It's Jesus, the one that'll get you going. Keep you flowing high, you already know, and he'll lift you up, pick you up, get you up, he'll set you up. in a life with less strife. That's just right, with pure love and more light. As long as you live it, mama, he got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get him, let him, live him, kiss him, miss him, bug him, hug him, love him. And please stop talking this, that, and the third. And just focus on God in his word. Cause I'm lit, I'm free. The light I see, switch it up, I'm lit. I see the light, I'm free. Old school.